A mentor is someone who imparts wisdom and shares knowledge to someone who is maybe a little bit less experienced than them. So hi, I'm Sammie Vance. I'm 13 years old. I go to Black Hawk Middle School, which is a part of the FWCS district. To start off, I just wanted to ask everyone who has gotten help from someone when they needed it to raise your hand. Now, everyone raise your hand if you know that you've helped someone else. Thank you. So I know everyone's hand should be raised, but if it's not, hopefully I know for a fact that by the end of the study connection year, everyone's hand will be raised. So you may not realize how much of an impact you guys are going to make, but it's really amazing how much something small can really impact someone's life for the better. I've had so many adult mentors in my life, and I'll get to that in a little bit, but I think every student really needs that one adult in their life that can help them, whether it's an adult, a tutor, a mentor, a teacher, or just a friend. Everyone needs that one adult. I would not be giving this speech if it was not for the people who have helped me, such as my parents, my teachers, and many other people as well. And like I said before, just everyone needs that one person. I have many adult figures in my life that help me through many things. Some are here right now, actually, and my Buddy Bench project would not be as successful as it is if it was not for them. To start off, I just wanted to thank my parents, who are both here right now, and they've helped me through so much from the beginning when I told my mom that I wanted to do my Buddy Bench project. She's encouraged me, and now as I'm getting older, she's still like my mentor, but as well as in different aspects rather than just the Buddy Bench. My dad is always there to support me, and he's always encouraging me to be my best self and speak the truth and do as I say. I love this clicker. Another person that has helped me through so much is a teacher. Actually, she's here as well. Her name is Ms. Hargrove, and she was my second grade teacher. I think she helped me realize that everyone has, So all teachers are definitely like superheroes, and in second grade, her whole theme was superheroes, and she helped me realize that everyone has a little bit of a superhero inside of them. I met a friend that year, and I think as well that year I realized how important kindness was and how much kindness can impact oneself. This year she has my quote, "You don't just have to be adults make a difference, you could be a kid too," hanging in her classroom, which is really neat to see. And year after year she invites me back to speak to her class about my Buddy Bench journey, and starting this year now, or last year now, my book as well, which is really cool. And I just hope to inspire all of her kids as well. So thank you, Margo. And another adult I wanted to mention, she's not here today, but her name is Shipman. She's the illustrator of my book, Inspire the World, A Kid's Journey to Making a Difference. And we met 5 years ago when she contacted my mom about suggesting that I possibly write a book about my Buddy Bench journey. And she suggested that she could maybe be the illustrator. So her family through the years has come really close to mine. She's not only my illustrator for my book, but she's a close friend, and she's a close friend now, and it's just really cool to know that the small connections that you can make become even like a closer bond and a thing. And I think that that's something that all of the mentors and tutors here need to know as well. Hopefully your friendships will last for longer than just this year. So with my Buddy Bench project and my other initiatives, I've gotten many opportunities to mentor many different people, specifically young kids. But last year, during COVID, I met this incredible woman. Her name is Laura Pena, and she's from the Dominican Republic. After we met, me and a few other people started this initiative called World Changers. And basically, for a year, every other month, we would meet up on Zoom, we would with a bunch of different girls from around the world, and we would talk about important topics in the world and also how other people can make a huge difference. And it was just such an empowering thing, and I'm so happy I was a part of it. Another way I've gotten to mentor people is through this organization called Kids Need Mentors. And last year I got paired up with the school in Buffalo, New York, and I got to talk to them about the power of making a difference, about my buddy bench journey, and about all different stuff. They actually participated in my Giving Tuesday project, where we sent smiles to someone every day and an encouragement letter, it inspired them to start a project of their own as well that went along the line of that. But again, our bond was just so amazing that I'm going to be mentoring them again this year, which is really cool, and I hope that you guys all get an experience like that where you'll hope to be able to stay connected with your students as well. So now I'm going to be playing a video that just talks a little bit about my Buddy Bench project, and this was shown a year ago, I believe, at the Indianapolis Children's Museum. I was honored to receive the Power of Children's Award, and you can actually see it at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis today if you go to the Power of Children's exhibit, and it's featured along with many other inspiring kids that have made an impact in their community, as well as people such as Malala and Ruby.
To be lonely, it's not a good feeling. You feel like there's no one there for you. I lived at a summer camp when I heard about what a buddy bench was. A buddy bench is a place when someone is lonely, they can sit on the buddy bench and another person can come up to them and ask them to play and they can play together. I thought that this would be a great idea for my school because not only have I been lonely, but I know other people have been lonely themselves too, and it's not a good feeling. I told my mom about this and she said it was a great idea, and that's kind of how it all started. I'm Sammie Vance, and my project is called Sammie's Study Bench Project. If you're a shy person like me, and you're too scared to go up to someone and ask them if you can play with them, a buddy bench is like a signal, so those kids that are shy or lonely can sit on there while other people know to come up to them and ask them to play. Sammie's Buddy Bench project is unique and different because the buddy benches are made out of recycled plastic caps and lids. To make a buddy bench is actually a really neat process. So you collect the caps, bring them down to the recycling facility called Green Tree Plastics. They grind up the caps, melt them down, and put them into molds. They become the buddy bench, and then they get shipped out to the community. In Fort Wayne specifically, there are buddy benches at schools and also at local parks. Sammie's Buddy Bench project has impacted over 100,000 people. We've also collected millions of caps and also brought buddy benches to different states and different countries. I have definitely heard many stories about people using the buddy benches and it being helpful to them. Adults have said, oh, my children use the buddy bench and they met their best friend on it, which is really cool and inspiring to me. It motivates me to keep on going. The pandemic has impacted so many people in so many different ways. We have had to change a lot of things. Schools were closing, so they couldn't collect plastic caps at the school in person. But I have found ways around that where local parks started collecting here in Fort Wayne, and also I have gotten to speak to a lot of groups soon, so it's made, I think, more of a positive impact on us than negative. I am super grateful and thankful for the grant money that the Children's Museum of Indianapolis has provided my project. I plan to use my grant money to not only spread buddy benches across the world, but also to help spread my book and my message. My book is called Inspire the World, a Kid's Journey Making a Difference, and it is about my journey and how other people can make a difference no matter their age. My advice for young people is you don't just have an adult to make a difference, you can be a kid too. Many people might tell you that you can't do this because you're young, but you can make a difference no matter who you are.
Thank you. So my Buddy Bench as just with one cap, and it's turned into something so much more than that. I do not do this to get recognized at with awards or on TV or any of that. I do this to help other people, and I think that's a really cool aspect of it. And I always get motivated when I do help other people, and it just makes me want to continue doing what I do. Also, another thing I wanted to mention was the 3-in-1 aspect. I did my Buddy Adventure project out of plastic caps lids as well, because I like to call it 3-in-1. It's helping friendships, helping the environment, as well as helping bring the community close together. So in the past 5 years, I've been able to help over 250 schools in New York State Buddy Benches all over the country and world. A Buddy Bench actually recently was just shipped to Ghana, which is one of the coolest places I think I've gotten a Buddy Bench, and I'm really excited to see that put together. So throughout the years, I've been able to talk to many different groups, ranging from young kids to adults to retirement homes. And I think it's cool how it's gotten to reach that many different people. I've gotten to deliver a Buddy Bench in Staten Island thanks to UPS and give 75 Buddy Benches away thanks to the help of Walgreens. And a lot of those went to FWCS elementary schools as well. Many adults have believed in me and my message, and I could not have been this successful without their help through it all. Yesterday, a volunteer driver from Lutheran Hospital took a vacation day so that he could take down some caps and bring 4 Buddy Benches back from my middle school, Blackhawk Middle, and also a retirement center locally. And I think that's just really cool. He told my mom that when he was younger, he would have liked if someone provided him with the tools he needed to succeed. And because I can't drive, he said that he would like to help me with driving down to Braintree and delivering the caps and bringing back the Buddy Benches, which I'm super appreciative for. I could tell countless of other stories about how other people have helped my mission and my kindness mission in general. So beyond my Buddy Bench project, I've spoken to many inspiring adults on my podcast, Sammie Smiles. I've gotten to speak to young kids, to adults, to actors and stuff, and it's just really cool because my whole goal for my podcast is to make other people smile by interviewing people that make them smile as well. When my book came out, former TV star and Broadway star Paige Davis posted about it with amazing reviews, and it meant a lot to me. She didn't have to do that, but just the small things that really can make someone stay and mean so much to them. And when I was going to audition for my school play, actually a movie star actor, Will Poulter, he sent me an encouraging email and given me some advice, which meant the world to me. And so that's something for you guys to know as well. As you're tutoring, just know that the small things really can make a huge impact in their life. So one thing as a mentor you can do as well. Okay, so one thing as a mentor you can do as well is, wait, was I supposed to go to the last slide? That's good, okay. So one thing as a mentor you can do is help your students with reading. It's in everything, and it's definitely a key part of life. From a young age, I've loved reading, and I think that's, I should give props to my teachers and stuff, and my parents who have always encouraged me to read. Right now I'm really into the sci-fi dystopian genre, but I love them all. So for years I've entered the Allen County Public Library Poetry Contest, and I've won many awards for that, which is just a really cool opportunity to be able to speak some of my writing in front of other people. And the Young Authors was assigned every year at school, and that just gave me a lot of inspiration to write different books about pretty much whatever I wanted. I like to write, I like that because we could write whatever we wanted, and I think that is a problem is why so many people don't enjoy reading. They can't find something that they're interested in, they can't find something that is right for them and nothing that they can relate to. Maybe that's something that you could help them with this year. And that's something that I had to learn as well over the years. I had to find what was right for me. Reading plays a big aspect in everyone's life, and I think that truly written words do matter. When I was 9 years old, I wrote When I was 9 years old, I wrote the first version of my book, and it whom I mentioned before, has helped me to find a literary agent that believed in me and my journey. It took a few years and a lot of editing to get my book how we wanted it, and my mom helped a lot through this process. And finally, on my 11th birthday, I signed a contract with my publisher. My book was going to become a reality, which was just really cool. And the book that came to be was not just a picture book that it started off with. It turned into something I'm really proud of, actually. It's called Star of the World, A Kid's Journey to Making a Difference. It was published on August 24th, 2021, when I was 12 years old, and it just turned 1 year old yesterday. My book is about my Buddy Bench project and how other people can make a difference, no matter how old they are or who they are. It was such a really cool feeling being able to hold the book in my hand for the first time. I think that's something that I will never forget. And the whole community rallied behind me. Big B's in the tin caps. They let me do signings at their places and at their locations. My mom and I like to send out a book to schools. I like to send my book to schools, hoping that they'll be inspired by it, and maybe they can take on an initiative of their own. I love seeing pictures of kids with my books, and actually I'm pen pals with some kids in Tanzania, and I got some pictures of them with holding my book, and it's just the coolest thing ever to see their smiles. I'm still not used to getting letters from people telling me that I've inspired them to do something great or that they are thankful for me. I'm still not used to that, but it's really cool, and I think that's part of the thing that encourages me to keep going, because I know that I'm inspiring other people. So basically, I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who have supported me through my whole journey. And in conclusion, a lot in my interviews, I get asked what I want to be when I grow up. I don't really know what I want to be, but I'm pretty sure it involves helping other people, and I think that's just something that I love doing. But I'm glad I'm able to talk to adults that are in many different professions that I can go to for help, and hopefully they can lead me in the right path as they already have. So, who knows, maybe I'll be mayor someday, or maybe president as well. I guess we'll just have to wait. But I just wanted to say, if you take away one thing from today, I hope that it's mentors matter, your mentor matters, and make your time matter, and you can make a difference. Thank you guys.